VEDA Day 2, off to an adequate start. So Amanda, you ask, what have you been up to over the last 6 months? Let me tell you. First and most excitingly, I started a podcast. It's called Spirits, a drunken dive into myths and legends. It's like drunk history, but about mythology and folklore for your ears. I co-host the podcast with my best friend Julia, who is a mythology, history, and religious studies expert. She loves mythology. She loved it ever since we were kids, and we both really like folklore, hauntings, ghost stories, kind of local tales. So it's very, very exciting. She, every week, brings us like 15 or 20 minutes worth of explanations about a new myth from somewhere around the world, old or new, and I provide funny reactions, jokes, bad pop culture references, and we're drinking while we do these things, so everything is a little more off the cuff, improvised, raw than you would otherwise expect. I would love to do it full time, so you know, if one of you has 100,000 Twitter followers and wants to tweet it out, that would be great. You can find us in any podcast app and iTunes. We also have a link in the description and a Patreon page where we have blooper reels, audio extras, director's commentary on every episode. It's a good time. I continue to run a resume editing and career counseling side business. I'll go into a little bit further in future videos, but it is really fun. I like helping people. I like helping them find new jobs and express their skills in the best possible way. I have other projects in the pipeline, one of which is like keeping me up at night. I'm so excited about it. I get to collaborate with someone who I really, really respect and will hopefully create something that people are gonna enjoy and benefit from. And I can't wait to tell you about it. I'm seeing the theater. I saw Hamilton 3 times. I'm just early on that bandwagon, buying those tickets as soon as they go on sale. I've been making new friends, people I met on Twitter, at events, at bookstores, friends of friends, who make introductions between me and someone else that they know and say like, you guys would like each other, take it from here. And it's awesome. It's very exciting to meet new people. It's exciting to present myself as I am in this moment to someone new and be unfiltered in front of them, to let them help me, to be, you know, unfocused or unfinished or a little bit too, you know, excited perhaps. The coolest things happen when two people with a bunch of thoughts but no conclusions come together to discuss those things. And many, many times over the last few months, I have had that kind of interaction where I thought, F it, let's do it. Like I'm gonna leap into the topic that could go over poorly. I'm gonna raise the idea that could be a little bit controversial. I'm going to ask a question that the person might not want to answer, and it's always worked out. I think my social radar is a lot more attuned than I think it is, and I think that other people are way more willing to leap than I give them credit for. It's a new thing to let people help me, and it's exciting. I have some like New Year projects that I've been doing. I have been trying to make something every day creatively, whether that is, you know, the podcast, a video blog, a piece of writing that I've been really hacking at. Even if it's like 2 sentences, it's something more than I had the day before. Journal entry. Haven't been able to do any kind of consistent creative practice for more than a few weeks at a time. So even though it's not the same thing, you know, for the last 93 or 4 days of the year, it feels really good to check that box off every night and to say like, yes, I did something creative, I tried to make something, I you know, took a step in a project that I think will work out okay. And it's been very energizing. And all of this, mind you, is outside of my intense and very interesting and very, very capital P professional day job, which I'm actually going to tell you about in a future video. Oh man, it feels really good to have videos all lined up and a little schedule to go. There's so much coming in the month, you don't even know about it yet. And I think that's it.